being represented in ways that respect and harmonize with traditional cultural belief systems or epistemologies. So this question of the commons and multiculturalism is not necessarily one in the digital world that is about user-based statistics, but potentially the presentation of semantics, contexts, and ontologies that are local and driven from cultural vernaculars. So the argument I'm trying to make here is that an understanding of a commons actually is an understanding of multiplicity. It's an understanding of semantics that are locally grounded. This presents a paradigm of networks that engage diversity that emerges from what I've called multiple ontologies in previous writings. The perspectives and foundations of knowledge that map out diverse cultural belief systems rather than thinking about digital networks that subsume participation within pre-created templates, what I've called meta-ontologies, that ask for users to follow labels that are usually externalized from the vernacular context. Cognitive scientists, linguists, and structural anthropologists, starting with Levi-Strauss, have taught us that such categories, labels, and syntactic structures are fundamental to human thought, yet also social behavior. They frame our ways of thinking and acting. So to look at the global-local interaction and the sort of the duality of these issues, we see the possibility to potentially develop networks that share and connect not users, but diverse, grounded, local experiences and ontologies. And how do we modulate between that and the large issue of interoperability and scale that govern sort of the deployment of large-scale infrastructures and the design of systems? Therefore, now I'm going to get concrete. I wish to present 4 projects that merge my background as an ethnographer, as a designer of systems, and as a social scientist who looks at methods qualitatively and quantitatively. These allow us to think about the global and local as engaged in flows of interaction, yet dually consider these as unstable entities, ever shifting around such categories as moving images, mobile audiences, mobile technologies, described as scapes by the important cultural anthropologist Arjuna Padarai. So that's sort of where I'm coming from initially. So that's just something I was writing to sort of try to look at how I'm reacting to the sort of discourse that I'm seeing coming out of this conference. So I'm very interested in pushing past the model of impact toward the model of authorship, but thinking about the notion of authorship as being based around the specific kinds of cultural realities that specific populations have. So I'm very interested in thinking about what the relative impact is of designing and creating media systems and ICTs based around local knowledge systems, and how information and media researchers can successfully oscillate between